Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at www.audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network. Over 100,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Everybody, and welcome to another Sports Podcast. I am Joel Anderson.
I'm Jordan Pomaville.
And joining us, as always, is the sports outsider, Phil Ranta.
I'm sick.
He is, in fact,
You're actually sick.
I'm not well.
Yeah. So, folks, you're not going to get the full Phil Ranta 100% in effect here.
No, I'm going to give 90% today.
Wow, that was the sound of all of our millions of listeners turning off their iPods.
90% still pretty good because I consider myself kind of a 500% kind of guy.
Yeah. Well, no, 90% compared to 500% is very poor.
Well, I would say that I'm at 450% as compared to a normal person because I'm 90% of my regular 500%.
Okay.
I was told there'd
right.
be no math.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Fair point. But, Phil, did you catch any games this week?
No, I'm sick. Get off my back. I'm not feeling well.
It's the perfect time to watch some games.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, I played Uncharted 3 a while yesterday.
NBA Finals are about to start. NHL Stanley Cup Finals are in full swing.
Yeah.
By the time that this is posted, there will be a Stanley Cup champion.
I believe
it's
that
going
to
to
be
be the
true.
Los Angeles Kings.
You say that.
We're 8 minutes away, Joel. Now like 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
I was listening to the
Okay.
radio.
Everybody knows
How much?
what day
3-goal
this is
lead.
now.
Oh, 3-goal lead. Just watch now. This is going to be posted on Friday, and we're going
That's
to look
true.
like
You're
fools.
going to have eggs so all over your face.
I'm going to have yolk on my face.
Yeah, the yolk's on
The
you.
yolk will be on me.
Nailed it.
Oh.
Well, there it is. We've also tipped our hand as to when this podcast was recorded.
I know, so people can come over and stand in the window and like the Today Show.
It's going to be like the goddamn Today Show.
Yeah.
Well, more than it is now.
We've worked so hard to keep secret when we record the podcast.
When is Matt Lauer going to go home? He's been standing out there for hours.
I know.
Interviewing your neighbors.
Yeah.
Going balder.
He is going balder. It's
Yeah.
sad. It's
I know.
sad.
I remember seeing him when I was young, and he had such a nice full set of hair. Full set of hair.
How old was he when you were young?
Probably like 40.
I have no
Matt
sympathy.
Lauer has that
no
forever
sympathy.
young kind of appeal.
Yeah, he does.
And he dresses very nicely.
Yeah, I'd kiss him.
Cheek.
Well, no, only when I'm sick because I would give him my contagion.
All right. Well, what? Hey, Jordan.
Contagion soundtrack.
Hand touches cup. Cup goes
Yeah.
into kitchen. Germs, germs, germs.
Yeah. Before we started recording, guys, we talked about the movie Contagion. It's techno soundtrack and bet on Nazi propaganda films.
Yeah,
So
that's what we do. That's what we do for fun.
That was just 5 minutes of us shooting the shit.
Try not to be seduced by the glamour of the podcast industry.
Right.
Don't fall into the trap like we did.
Nope, no reason.
All right. Well, hey, Jordan, what do we have on the docket?
Oh, stuff. We're gonna talk. This is exciting. We have a guest. You know this guy more than me because you watch this on television.
We have
There's a World Series
almost,
of poker.
Yes,
Whoa.
almost the. I mean, you can obviously argue about this, but probably the best poker player in the entire world,
Oh
if
my
not of
God.
all time, Phil Ivey.
In the
is
world,
on the show.
Ivey.
in the world, but not of all time. You said?
No, possibly of all time.
Oh, possibly.
Wait,
of all
his
time.
name is Phil
he's
too?
in his 30s. His name is also Phil. Yeah,
You're bringing another Phil on?
yeah.
a positive Phil.
But he's going to talk to us
Okay.
about
Okay.
high stakes poker. This is a guy who plays hands of poker for hundreds of thousands of dollars and doesn't even bat an eye.
I've done stuff with
Ice
my
water
life
in his
too.
veins.
Have you?
Just
Just because he's
nothing.
no, not really.
Yeah.
This is about the extent of what I do.
So big high roller. He just came in second in the pot limit Hold'em championship and made another final table so far. The
about
2012 World Series of Poker.
Yeah, WSP. How do you do in that?
WSOP.
WSOP. What's up?
W sub.
Doing quite well. Has a real shot early on at being Player of the Year. So
Good for
see how it
him.
goes. Anyway, he's on the show. Big get, guys.
I'm
Big
excited
get.
to hear
That
from
is a
him.
big get.
Yeah.
The other thing we have, and this is news related.
Hey, I like news.
We're finally touching an uncomfortable topic, and I
Oh.
phrased that in a very terrible manner. And I wish we could stop the.
We're gonna.
No.
We're
We're sticking with that one, Jordan.
We have audio from the jury selection for the Jerry Sandusky trial. The Commonwealth of
America's
Pennsylvania.
roller coast.
Just recently at the opening. Okay. No,
Jerry
no.
Sandusky, America's roller
No,
coast.
That's Sandusky, Ohio.
Yep. America's roller coast.
Yeah.
Cedar Point is going to give us a cease and desist.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Raptor. You're gonna go off through upside down flippy flues, and
Okay,
welcome to Cedar Point, America's roller coast.
We really that someone at Cedar Point right now is going, oh God, oh
No, but
God.
Sandusky,
Don't call
Cedar
attention
Point.
to the unfortunate.
Don't go to Cedar Point.
All right, what else we got?
Anyway, unlike that, lots of boys have fun at that Sandusky, but
Right.
not the other one.
No.
Okay, so anyway, we have live audio of the jury selection questions that his attorney, Joseph Amendola.
Hey, Joey Amendola.
He's something like that,
seedy character himself,
Yeah,
Joey.
folds
Kind
his
of.
pizza from what I hear.
Oh,
Oh man.
some of the Pennsylvanians do that. Be careful who you emulate, Pennsylvanians.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have that, and then we're gonna have the first installment of what is it? What are we calling it? It's about the Olympics.
The Olympics
Update, watch, countdown.
Watch countdown.
2012 Olympics update, watch countdown.
2012 Olympics update. Watch countdown.
Okay.
We're gonna talk Olympics every week until the Olympics happen. At which case, we'll be bored of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we'll be done. Then I'll just sit and watch it because I like the Olympics.
Oh, we'll have to. One of us is gonna have to not watch the Olympics and be the sports outsider for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
That
way on the
particular
inside
3
for
weeks,
that.
yeah.
Are you
because
serious? You watch the Olympics?
I do. I love the Olympics.
I kind of like the Olympics too, Jordan. I think you should be our designated outsider.
That
week.
I could make that happen.
Okay,
I
all
just
right, we
I
got
just
this
resent the sports outsiders like Phil
Yeah.
that never watch sports.
Right.
And then when the Olympics come, they're like, oh, I love the Olympics. Oh, I love sports.
But
okay,
I do
Mom.
love the Olympics.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's something. It's like a reality TV show with like little
No,
sub
all sports are like
competitions.
that. There's no difference.
The Olympics is mostly documentaries.
Yeah,
like little
it's-
documentaries that profile how they made
yeah,
it to the
and they got
Olympics.
to-
And I hate that. And I hate that because that's for women. That's to get women watching.
Right.
And people like you, Phil, apparently.
Some
Okay.
women. Some
Then
women.
me and the women.
That's
are
why
gonna go
women
enjoy
watch it.
our time.
There are many women who watch normal sports for all the right reasons. I just don't want to group them in.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
and there's plenty of men who watch the Olympics for the wrong reasons too. So let's not
Name
let's not
one.
Get sexist. Well, Phil Ranta.
Okay.
Anyway.
You got me.
Anyway, so we're going to
we
be doing
did just
that.
gonna call you a woman, Phil.
Yeah, in my face.
Well, hey, woman.
Yeah.
Do we have a weird sport?
You're goddamn right. We got a weird sport, Lady Phil. No, we got a weird sport.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna knock your GD socks off.
All right.
Gender neutral?
Yep. Gender neutral. That's
Gender neutral weird sport, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a gender neutral weird sport.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, then we got one last thing to do before we get started.
Yeah.
And that's the Heat will be playing the Thunder.
The heat is on.
2 collective nouns go head-to-head in the NBA Finals.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got 2 teams with mascots that don't end in an S
Yeah.
in the same finals.
Hey.
There's
I
a
didn't think
total
about
at this
that.
point of what, 9 in all of sport?
I don't know,
I don't know.
offhand.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was super disappointing for everyone who's an American.
Yeah.
Obviously, Florida
And
excluded.
not evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we wanted LeBron James to lose
We always do.
because he took a heel turn. That's a wrestling
Yeah.
term.
Yeah. Did he start wearing all black and then he grew out a
Yeah,
goatee
It's tricks. You know, he
and-
did wear all black.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
what Miami wears. But
and then he started like cutting promos before the matches. He was like, "All of you wussies
He
here in
kind of did.
Detroit."
Kind of. Yeah.
really,
Actually,
Wow,
Phil,
that's-
if you were into, it's unfortunate you don't follow sports more because there's never been a more clear heel turn in either professional sports or professional wrestling than LeBron James.
A lot of parallels.
Wow.
After he was playing in Cleveland. He was the beloved hometown boy, and then he decided to go to Miami for the big money to win titles with his new jerky friends.
And he bought an hour-long promo on ESPN to stick it in Cleveland's eye.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
it was
Hey.
ugly. And then they had this big ceremony when the big new guys from Miami all came and introduced themselves that everyone watched and was disgusted with, and yeah, total heel turn.
That sounds like fun.
Well, anyway, with them winning and going to the NBA Finals, their second straight, there are some other changes going on.
Yeah,
There are changes afoot. It appears
now that
evil.
the Miami Heat has
Evil
won
changes.
Eastern
Yeah.
Conference, yeah, we
It
have some
appears,
evil
it appears
things.
bad may have won out over good,
Oh, again.
and mediocre won out over great.
Oh,
Yeah.
always.
So Jordan, what's different about the world now?
Well, I will tell you that It's a Wonderful Life now ends with George Bailey deciding he still wants to end it, and he commits suicide.
Oh,
Oh, I like that so much better.
And residents of Pottersville are unmoved by his death.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally apathetic.
Seems like a
this is the
total
world.
turn.
This is the world where the Miami Heat won the Eastern Conference Finals. Also, George Lucas has opted to reissue the Star Wars trilogy another time, but this time with the alternate Empire Wins ending.
What?
Yeah,
That's terrible.
yeah. It's now Jedi Strikes Back and Return of the Empire.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
And
That's a terrible thing to have. So all of these movie things change because of...
change because of the Heat.
Wow.
It doesn't
And-
stop there.
And more. Google, you know their motto?
Yeah, find it. Are you feeling lucky?
No,
No, their corporate motto.
that's your mom's motto.
They changed
Fuck
it.
you.
Hey, we haven't had a good your mom joke in a while.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good. That was pretty
We're
good.
that
there we go.
podcast.
Yeah.
We're like Fox NFL Sunday with the your mom jokes.
There it is.
All right. Google says, fuck it. Let's be evil.
Yep.
Google did that?
Yeah.
Yep. Used to be
That's
don't be
terrible.
evil. Now they're intentionally being evil.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Also, and this is interesting.
There's
this is a
more?
broad sweeping change. Buddhism changed some of their dogma. Now the religion, it's all about wanting and getting more of what you want.
Really?
Yes.
Which
So
is
it's like a
that's-
hyper-capitalist religion now?
Exactly.
Yes.
It's like
Oh,
a total
that's-
180 for Buddhism as a
That's
concept.
terrible.
But
This is all because of
This is
LeBron?
the world because of the Miami
This is,
Heat winning the
look,
Eastern
this is
Conference
Kermit the
Finals.
Frog is signed on as a spokesmuppet for the Keystone Oil Pipeline.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Kermit.
Wow.
Yeah, oh my God.
They previously didn't have any spokesmuppet, and
No.
to fill it with Kermit.
I would think that, like, Miss Piggy would be the spokesmuppet.
No.
Or maybe Sam Eagle. He's always had some darkness in him.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to bang the rest of these out, Joel.
Yeah, go ahead.
Los Angeles OK's extreme tax breaks for luxury box only football stadium.
What?
Oh.
No.
Harlem Globetrotters now playing by prison rules.
What?
This
No, they used to
this
have
is
so
terrible.
much fun.
Yoko Ono to serve on Lockheed Martin board of directors.
What?
What?
And release another album.
Oh
Oh, no, that's even
Now wait a
worse.
second. Board of directors
That's
is
even
one thing.
worse.
But, oh my God.
Oh, man.
Well, that Phil is the world that we live in now.
I don't want to live in this world.
That the
I'm
Miami
putting this noose
Heat-
around my neck. There you go.
Wait! At least wait to the end of the podcast. Jordan, can you say Phil real quick? Can you say Phil?
Phil, 1 second. Let me get you down for.
Oh.
We got to finish the podcast, then you can
man.
kill yourself.
All right, but I'm not going to forget that Kermit's a dick now, so I'm still going to kill myself.
That's the world now that the Heat have won the Eastern Conference.
Well, we better get this started then.
Yeah. All right. Again, really happy to have our guest today. A lot of people think, and I agree with, the best poker player in the entire world, straight from the 2012 World Series of Poker, which is in full swing, Phil Ivey. Phil,
Woo!
welcome to the show.
Hey,
It's great
Phil.
to have
It
you.
is awesome to have him here.
He's just staring at me.
I can't tell if he's if he's happy to be here.
Yeah, I can't. I have no idea. I don't know what he's thinking. I fold. I don't know why I just said that.
What?
Oh my God.
Hey,
Okay.
Phil Ivey, it's good to have you here.
He's still just staring at me. Phil, you sat out of last year's World Series of Poker because of your ardent disappointment over players getting not receiving the full amount of money after the whole collapse of Full Tilt Poker. What do you have to say about that?
Wait, was that a
Nothing here,
tell?
guys.
Was
That-
that a tell?
Canvas.
for a second, I thought
No.
his eye twitched, but I don't
No,
think it
for
did.
you were started rubbing your nose as if you weren't confident in
Well,
what
yeah,
you
that
were
was
saying.
a tell on my part. I'm really.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's like two embers bearing down on me. That's think you're gonna win number 9 this year? It's nothing.
I feel
It's
really
nothing.
What
guys.
about number 8? What about pair of 8s, huh? He got No?
He
Where
does
did
have
those cards
why, yeah,
come
why
from?
does he have cards? Why do I feel like he has better cards than me? I don't even have cards.
no.
I don't know what his cards are.
You know what? I'm taking out my wallet. Just here's $50.
Yeah,
Just
we're,
take
we're all
$50.
handing our money to Phil Ivey
Just
right now.
take my money.
There it is. There it is. Oh, thank God he's leaving. Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Hey, he took my plate of Enchiritos. When did he take my plate of Enchiritos?
He takes what he wants.
I
Phil,
didn't
he's
see him
Phil
move.
Ivey.
I didn't see him
him
Yeah,
move.
I didn't see anything.
Wow, what a mysterious man.
God, thank God he's gone. We take you now to the jury selection for the Jerry Sandusky trial. Gavel! Gavel!
Okay. Did you guys pay any attention to the news last year? Fuck. Seriously? Everyone? Okay, so who here is familiar with Penn State football? Okay, that's everyone. That makes this really, really hard. How does everyone feel about showers, huh? I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up. That's good. Now, how about sex in the shower, eh? All right, I'm seeing some smiles. I like the thumbs up. Let's keep those thumbs up in the air if we like non-consensual sex in public showers. Oh, fuck.
For you, the listeners of Sports Podcast, Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their service. I personally recommend a wonderful book called The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Joel saw the movie. He said that it was okay. To download your free audiobook today, go to audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network. Again, that's audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network for your free audiobook. And now it's time for another Weird Sports! Weird Sports.
So what's up now?
What do we got?
Well, now I'm going to give you a weird sport. We're going to talk about it.
Oh, it's time for Weird Sports.
Yeah, it's time for Weird Sports.
I had a question about the format.
Yes. Okay, no, I'm going to bring up a weird sport, and then I'm going to tell you what's the deal with it, right?
Are we sure
Okay.
that the people at home know that it's time for Weird Sports?
Yeah, it is, because I gave that fucking intro, asshole.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
pick it up from the
here we
intro.
go.
Okay, yeah.
This week's weird sport, extreme ironing.
What?
Extreme ironing. Extreme ironing, also called L. No, wait, that was an E and an I. Also called EI. Looks like an L on the page.
I was about to say, like, what? It sounds like a street drug.
Right. Hey, you want to do some L?
Yeah.
It's an extreme sport and a performance art.
Oh, I feel like those are kind of mutually exclusive.
It's not technically a sport.
No, it's an extreme sport and a performance art in which people take an ironing board to a remote location and iron items of clothing. Extreme ironing.
How is it a sport?
Yes, I don't see the sport.
How is this competitive?
Is there defense involved?
No, according to an official website, extreme ironing is the latest danger sport that combines the thrills of an extreme outdoor activity with the satisfaction of a well-pressed shirt.
This sounds like you've been taken, Phil. I feel like this might be a satirical website.
This is the thing. No, if you go on YouTube and search it, there's extreme ironing video.
Okay.
So just take my word for it. Part of the attraction and interest the media has towards extreme ironing.
Right.
The media.
Extreme ironing media bias.
We wouldn't be here talking about it, folks, if you weren't hearing about extreme ironing
Right.
on all of the different...
Well, a lot of the media attention, though, is centered on
It was
the issue of whether or not it's really a sport.
It's not.
Yeah, it is. It is, though.
How do they compete?
Well-
what is competitive about this?
It actually, it sound in the description you called it a dangerous outdoor sport, yet nothing about ironing is a dangerous sport. They're just doing it outdoors.
Well, let me explain to you where this has taken place, and maybe you'll understand.
Okay.
All right. Some locations where such performances have taken place include a mountainside of a difficult climb, a forest, in a canoe, while skiing or snowboarding, on top of large bronze statues, in the middle of a busy street, underwater, in the middle of the M1 motorway.
Satisfaction
underwater.
of a well-pressed shirt underwater that is a wet, wrinkly, and ultimately smelly shirt.
No, it's clean water. It's clean. It's the same kind of water that's inside the iron.
The only one of those that really sounded dangerous was possibly the mountain.
Oh, come on. Snowboarding?
In a canoe?
Snowboarding with a hot iron.
In a canoe?
Oh, jeez.
If you're snowboarding, that iron is not going to be hot very long.
Yeah.
All right, fine. You guys are being jerks. So
Hey,
I'm gonna
don't get me
skip
wrong.
down to-
This sounds completely awesome. Just because it's not a
It
sport
sounds hilarious.
doesn't make it less hilarious, Phil.
Right, no.
And I really like the idea of someone saying, I'm going to snowboard and I'm going to iron. That's funny, but to me, that is snowboarding
But
with
how-
an iron,
okay, so-
not extreme ironing with a snowboard.
Irons are dangerous.
How do they?
Irons are inherently dangerous things. They're hot, they're heavy.
What type of old-timey irons are they using that they don't have to plug in?
Please tell me it's like those cast iron ones that you like heat in your stove.
Well, the ones that I saw them use were steaming, so I assume that they probably still had hot water in them. And
Like
Battery powered?
Maybe,
Can you get a
maybe they're
battery-powered
battery
iron? I didn't even know
powered.
you could.
Oh, that would be badass.
They probably have a traveler one.
I'm guessing if they do it while snowboarding, Phil, there's not like an absurdly long extension cord.
No, there's
involved.
not. There's not an extremely long extension cord.
That would make it more
would actually-
dangerous.
That would
Yeah.
make it very dangerous because as soon as you run out of slack, iron comes back, hits you in the face. It'll be like Home Alone all over again. We don't need that.
So
No, we already had it. Lost
keep
in New
going,
York.
Phil. I
Well,
want to know
I'm
how
gonna
do you compete?
I'm gonna dive into the history of
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
All right. Before heading into the mainstream. Right. No, that wasn't part of it. That was
Stop
just,
reading copy from their website.
well, no, this is okay. It is copy from their website, but still. Before heading into the mainstream, extreme ironing was used by the band Monster Magnet in the video for their song Negasonic Teenage Warhead from their album Dopes to Infinity.
I know of this band only from the late great Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah,
But so that I'm now more enticed.
there you go. However, purists of the sport will claim that it was started in 1997 in Leicester, East Midlands, England, by resident Phil Shaw in his back garden.
Fucking England, man.
Yeah.
Oh, in my garden.
Oh, go iron. This is a very dangerous places.
People looking for something a little more intense than shin kicking or rapid dressage.
Right. Well, we'll give the backstory on Phil Shaw.
Yeah.
Phil Shaw came home from what he recalls as a hard day in the Leicester knitwear factory.
He owns. No. That's the name of the city was Leicester.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought his last name was Lester, and he was the
No.
owner of a-
Preferring the idea of an evening out rock climbing, he decided to combine the two activities into an extreme sport. In June of 1999, Shaw, who uses the nickname Steam, embarked on an international tour to promote the activity.
Wow.
Ironing and doing other things.
So did he come home from work and he was like, "Fuck, I gotta iron shirts." But
Right.
really, to be honest, I'd rather go rock climbing.
Right, sure. So what does the genius does?
He goes to the mother of inversion.
Yeah.
And he makes extreme irons. EI.
Make
Extreme
some sort
irons,
of make
EIs.
some sort of backpack out of his ironing board.
Right, he pounds the shit out of a Gatorade and goes and climbs some rocks with an iron.
And
That's what he does.
And, presumably clothing to iron.
I would think so, yeah, or else he would just look silly.
Yeah, well, you're carrying an iron
Ridiculous.
around.
Yeah, I'd be like, don't rock climb with an iron, you idiot, unless you're going to have clothes with you.
As opposed to you see a guy with an iron and an ironing board and clothes, and you go, "Oh,
Right.
multitasking."
But then he went on his journey. It was...
The Phil Shaw Spirit Quest.
Yeah, it was kind of his ironing spirit quest. His stops included the United States, Fiji, New Zealand, Australia, and South Africa.
Hit all the big ones.
Yeah, all now major extreme ironing markets.
Right.
But it was an encounter with German tourists in New Zealand that led to the formation of a group called Extreme Ironing International and the German Extreme Ironing Section, or GEIS. It's Friday night, and the mood is right. Gonna have some
GEIS,
fun,
yeah.
show you how it's done, GEIS.
Gays.
Yeah.
It's gays. All right.
No, it's Geis.
Oh, okay, all right.
Get
Oh,
it
he's
right
from
for the
Germany,
price. As extreme ironing has branched off, the conditions can gain in extreme activity. For example, a branch of ironing has been developed that includes both bungee jumping and well-pressed clothing. They really like that line, combining blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah with well-pressed clothing.
I wonder the effectiveness of the ironing.
Yeah, I would like to see some of these things that they have ironed in these extreme conditions.
But still, there's nothing. I'm still having a hard time calling this a sport.
Well, here we go. This is going to be proof. What do all sports have?
A defense.
Okay, Joel?
athletic competition.
an awesome documentary made after it.
No.
Yep.
That's
All
Well,
sports have awesome
yeah.
documentaries made after it. This is no exception. The sport gained international attention after a documentary entitled Extreme Ironing Pressing for Victory.
We've been had. This
Yep.
is Spinal Tap. I'm telling you, this is all a ruse.
It was produced for Britain's Channel 4 by WAG TV. The program followed the British team's efforts and eventual bronze and gold placings in the first international extreme ironing contest in Germany.
how do you score the ironing competition?
Oh,
That's
it's-
what we still haven't gotten to. Is
No, it never goes after that. It's judged. There's judges.
So you just do they have videotape, or do the judges go with these people when they do the ironing?
No, they go with them. It's kind of like a slam dunk contest. You consider that a sport, right?
Well, it's probably the best sport we have as
Right.
Americans.
This
the slam
how is
dunk
this
contest.
any different than the slam dunk contest?
Well, I'm finding it
Well,
difficult.
wait a minute. It's different for a variety of reasons.
Name 10.
Not the least of which is every description of a slam dunk contest doesn't start with "it got international acclaim win," which we said like 5 times.
Yeah, but slam dunk contests have gotten international acclaim.
Here's a big difference. In the slam dunk competition, they're all wearing fairly wrinkled shirts. Boom.
That's true. So you need to have wrinkled clothing for it to be a sport.
But all right. So if the whole thing is about them going to wild, exotic places to iron, it seems I don't understand how they would then have judges go with them to those places to watch them iron while they're there. Like I don't understand how it'd be like.
You know what, Joel? Sometimes sports aren't perfect, all right?
I didn't
Sometimes
say it was
sports
perfect.
have
Right.
rules.
No,
I'm just trying to understand
no.
how they're awarding medals and having a competition.
Because they're doing it in one location in crazy ways.
You
The
know,
other
you
ones
know
are
what they say, Jill?
exhibitions.
You never want to meet your heroes
That's true.
because you're just going to be disappointed.
I feel like I loved extreme ironing so much, and you guys just had to shit all over it.
Hey, I'm not shitting on it. I'm just trying to understand it.
Here's the
I am
last piece of proof.
incredibly
If you
amused.
don't believe that this makes it a sport, then I'll leave it at it not being a sport. All right. Extreme ironing has inspired other forms of unusual extreme activity, such as extreme cello playing.
No, there's in sports.
Cello
there's no
playing.
spin-off sports. No, that does not qualify.
All
as a
right.
sport.
This comes to an end. Another weird sports. Oh, it's a weird sport because I said it's a weird sport.
Once again, we take you to Joseph Amendola questioning during the jury selection prior to the Jerry Sandusky trial.
Okay.
Gavel!
So, sorry, Your Honor. Does anyone here see children as being inherently dishonest? Anyone ever see a news story about child molesters and feel like the accused is the real victim here? No one. No one at all. Okay. Quick show of hands. Who here among us has committed statutory rape? Like, the consensual one where one person just isn't of legal age. Raise your hand. Oh, come on, I'm raising my hand. I cannot be the only one here. I'm talking just the act, not like being charged or anything bad. Nobody has ever had sex with someone underage. No. I am in tough shape. Anyone here under the impression that Joe Paterno was the one doing all of this? Looking for one confused soul. Anyone? No. You guys been to America's Roller Coast? Sports.
The 2012 Olympics update watch countdown. Brought to you by Cedar Point, America's roller coast. Also brought to you by Jerry Sandusky's trial. Has nothing to do with Cedar Point.
So the Olympics are coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you guys are wondering if we're going to do a countdown for it.
Yeah. I'm a little curious.
Are we?
Yeah.
I'm guessing
That's
yes.
what that intro
Yeah,
was
because
about.
otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm beginning to think that all of our intros clearly state the segment that's going to follow.
I'm starting to think so too, for
Yeah.
clarity.
Okay. All right.
This is in for branding.
Branding's good.
Brand loyalty.
Yeah.
So the news out of London.
Ooh.
In
Jolly old London.
Yeah.
dude.
In the Telegraph. How cute. They call their paper the
Aw.
Telegraph. That's an
'cause they're
outdated technology.
I
Yeah, I
imagine
know
they're
what
all
it is.
still using telegraphs.
Probably
Of course,
over
then again,
there.
so are newspapers. So
Hey,
Ah,
hey, a little
zing.
digital dig from your friends at a podcast.
yeah.
So is Joel's phone. It's an outdated
Okay.
technology.
All right. Ha 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 ha. I can listen to our podcast over my phone.
Really?
All I have to do is call someone and have them put their phone next to an iPod player
There we go.
playing our podcast, and I can totally do it.
And
Well
you
done.
could do it on the Stitcher app.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Stitcher app. Look for Sports Podcast.
So the Britons had been waiting, and the tourists had been waiting for the Olympic to release, not the event schedule, but the beer prices.
Oh.
Boy, I can only imagine how bad
Can
you're
I
gonna
guess
get
how much
gouged.
it is?
You can.
15 lira.
No, that,
Lira
that,
is
that
no
not
longer a
currency that
recognized
exists.
currency.
No, 82 rupee.
I'm guessing for a.
This is.
Is it going to be for? Is it going to be for?
We have two categories. I'll let you pick one. Pint. Pint is we have to do a ratio, but this is
Yeah.
for a bottle of Heineken.
Oh, a bottle of Heineken's
Like a
about
12
9
ounce?
pounds.
No, I think he means like a 12-ounce bottle. And are we talking imperial pints? The old 20-ounce pint?
Oh, I don't. Well, do the British? It's 16 ounces is a pint for British.
16 ounces is
or
a pint,
16.9 is it?
No, it's 16 exactly.
Okay. So we'll say
It's 2 cups and a cup's 8 ounces. Yeah.
the bottle is actually a little under 12
yeah,
ounces.
so for a bottle,
18
a
Deutschmarks.
12-ounce.
You're
That
Getting
also
warm.
not a currency.
No?
Though there's a lot of people who wish it still was.
Yeah.
But that's not for the sports.
30,000 yen.
No, I'm gonna have to say for a 12-ounce bottle of Heineken, I'm gonna say £5.
I'm taking the over.
well, you'd both be wrong. It's £4 and 20 pence.
God,
That's
that's still
it?
awful.
But do you know how many dollars that is?
it's like
85
like
rupee.
7, right?
Yeah, it's $6.50.
Wow.
Oh, that's
for
not
a bottle,
too bad.
For a bottle of Heineken, that's
Yeah,
more
but at a
expensive than bars
tourist
in LA.
place.
But here's the thing too: like at a sports game, it's often like $9, but you get 24 ounces.
Yeah, you get a
Right.
big one.
Yeah, but they don't indulge as much in England.
What?
Yeah. It's
No,
not-
they don't have big gulps. They've got regular gulps.
Yeah, for their pop, but for their beer.
They drink
Oh,
it out
they
of
don't call
boots
it
and
pop.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's in Germany. In London, they drink out of like
They
little
took the boots. They went
What?
over there. Yeah, took some of the
They
boots.
stole Germany's boots.
Yes.
World War III. Look out.
All right. Well, let's what about the pints?
Makes it effectively $7 or £7 and 20. How do they say that? $7.23 we'll say in pounds for a pint, which is
23p.
$11.20 for a pint.
Jesus.
Wow.
That is
That's
ridiculous.
too much.
The national average in the country would be $5 for a pint.
Yeah.
$5, not pounds, for national average.
What kind of beer are we talking for that $11 pint?
Well, it'd be the same beer. It'd be Heineken.
It's got gold shavings in it, though. That's where the money really
You're
comes
thinking
from.
of the Goldschlager.
Yeah.
Good Schlager. All right, that's
All right.
too expensive for beer.
Yep, it's way too
All right,
expensive.
okay, that's
All
it.
right,
So
what else do we have from the Olympics?
Oh, they're worried about prostitution at the Olympics.
Thank God.
No, they don't think they have enough prostitutes?
No.
Can I give you a roll in the hay, governor?
Is there some sort of Jack the Ripper thing happening again and there's a shortage of prostitutes in London?
Well, no, not quite that. They're worried about like human sex trafficking.
Ooh,
Oh.
I've got a huge
And
erection
here's the
now.
thing: they went to a reliable source, Dennis Hoff, who owns the Moonlight Bunny Ranch, a large-scale brothel in Nevada. Not an expert on the topic of human trafficking, but he told the BBC, he expects London to see 1,000 girls to be trafficked in by Southeast Asia, Albanian, and African gangs, violent gangs involved in crime and drugs.
I think that he sounds like an expert. Those are very specific places. I think that he's doing it. That's the only way he could know that.
But anyway, but the moral of the story is if you want to know that your prostitute is not being addicted to drugs intentionally by some horrible gang or something, go with a local prostitute.
Yeah.
Go with a British prostitute.
No,
If
you gotta
if it's
shop
not
locally, think globally, right?
Listen, if I'm gonna
That's exact-
if I'm gonna hire a prostitute in London, she better speak with a Cockney accent, or it's totally not gonna do it for me.
Oh, really? Because I'm
That
into
would be like-
Asians.
Listen, if I'm in Thailand looking for a prostitute, then yeah, I'm sure I'll go with an Asian.
Well, you know what I say. When in Rome, fuck a South American.
That is, you say that all the time,
I do,
Phil, and
all the
only
time.
just now is it making any sense.
Thank you.
Yeah. Though, like I said, still, I think London prostitute. I think Cockney.
I think toothy blowjob.
Yeah.
Scrape.
Yeah.
Ah.
Get it, guys? Cockney. See?
Boo.
Yeah. No.
Nope.
Oh. And I take you one more time to Joey Amendola and the jury's selection in the Jerry Sandusky trial.
Gavel! Gavel! Your Honor, the defense would like to make a request that state law be amended to allow citizens under the age of 18 the right to serve on a jury. My client feels he connects better to these individuals. Okay, like, you guys are making my job really hard here. Come on. All right, everyone, that brings us to the close of another Sports podcast. But before we go, I'd like to give you a little contact information.
You can email us at sportspodcast@gmail.com. You can tweet right at us at sports3podcast. That's at sports3podcast. You can find us on Facebook by searching sports podcast in your little searchy bar. And then you can like our page. You can find us on Stitcher Radio by searching sports podcast. We'll pop right up. Or you can find all of our back episodes at comedypodcastnetwork.com. Find us on iTunes, sports3 space podcast. That's sports3, all one word, space podcast. Or you can just go outside of Joel's apartment and start masturbating furiously at the door. He'll open up.
Okay, I don't need more people doing that. You is enough, Phil.
No, but you always open the door.
To tell you to leave.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate the human contact.
I know you do, Phil. I know you do. Okay.
You have received this transmission from the Comedy Podcast Network. For more shows, visit comedypodcastnetwork.com.